Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. Hello friends, this is Kumar and I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. Friends, today, as you know, we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss. We are going to review a very famous, a worldwide recognized book, a worldwide recognized writer, and it is The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. Prophet by Khalil Gibran was first published in 1920. So Khalil Gibran first published this book in 1923, and he dealt with it so many features of life. So many features of life. He starts with love and ends with death, and in between he talks about so many things which are dealing with life, which are dealing with human life, which are dealing with human emotions, which are dealing with human things. So there are 26 chapters of this book, and there are 26 prose poems which deals with all kinds of things in life, all kinds of emotions in life, like love, freedom, marriage, pain, good and evil, freedom, death, and then farewell. Though a picture will show you the full name of 26 chapters, but I'm not here to give you the summary of this book, because there is no summary. This book can't be summed up in a summary. Every chapter has its own importance. Every chapter is very important. So to summarize this tiny book would be very difficult for a person like me or anyone, because there is nothing to summarize in this book. This book has a little poems, 2 to 3 pages poem, but they have deep meaning, and every can find its own meaning from the book. So I am here to suggest you to buy this book, because it is very important. So many persons have gained inspiration from this book. So, and Khalil Gibran is known for this book only. Okay, he has it has been translated into 100 plus languages. It has been translated into 100 plus languages, and when it was first published, it got huge success. Khalil Gibran was born in 1883 in Lebanon, but he didn't like his religion. He didn't like his country much. He didn't like his religion. He was inspired by Islam culture. He was very much inspired by Sufi and Islam culture. Having studied arts in Paris, he also did drawings and paintings, and you can see even the paintings in this book. Also, there are so many paintings like this one, and there are more other. You know, almost 70% of the chapters have its own painting also. He has described the things in paintings also. So he was not only an artist, only a writer, he was also a painter and a drawer. He loves to draw and he loves to paint. As I told you earlier, it is not easy to summarize the whole book, but let me tell you that the prophet in the book is Al Mustafa is the prophet in this book, and he has lived in Orpheus for full 12 years. For full 12 years, he has lived in Orpheus as a prophet. And now he is leaving. After 12 years, he is leaving for his homeland. He is leaving for his homeland. And the first chapter is the coming of the ship. Means the ship is coming to take him away to his home. So, when he is going to depart, the people of Orpheus asked him. First of all, Almitra asked him that what is love? She asked her, speak us about love. And then one by one, people keep asking him about so many things in life, so many things which deals with human life and conditions. And then he answers all of them. He has addressed them as people of Orpheus. Whenever he spoke about any topic, he used to like to say people of Orpheus, love is this and that. So when speaking about love, he says that love is not something which you know, love is not something which you find. Love, if it finds you worthy, it directs your course. You can't direct love. Love directs you. And there are so many other things that he says that you don't recognize the love till he reaches you. You know, whenever your love is with you, you are not, you don't fully recognize her or him. But when they leave you, you know their worth. You know how much important they were to you. So love, you recognize love when love leaves you. This is what he talks about love. Then he speaks about marriage. He speaks about death. He speaks about freedom. He speaks about love and pain. He speaks about happiness and joy and sorrow. So talking about joy and sorrow, he says that joy is above pain. You know, when you are in full joy, if you look into deep in your heart, in your soul, you will find that it is the overcome of pain. Joy is the overcoming of pain. Okay, so joy is the result of a great pain. So this is what he speaks about joy and pain, and then he speaks about so many other things like friendship. He says that in friendship, you don't think about gain or loss while in friendship. Friendship is friendship. There is nothing. You know, yeah, there is nothing but lose or getting in friendship. If there is something to get or lose in friendship, there is no such friendship. I would like to suggest you that please read this book at least once in your life. If you are looking for spiritual, if you are looking for inspiration, if you are looking to guide you toward the very basic concept of life, like marriage, love, death, and so many other things, then you should read this book. This book is for you. Although people in middle age or in the last stage of their life like to read this book, because this book has some kind of inspiration, some kind of spiritualness in it. But I think an teenage or a grown-up man can also read this book. A person who has who don't know what to do with life, who have no desires or no goal or no dreams in life, or don't know where to go or why this life is this the way it is. So he can read this book. I hope he will surely get his path after reading this book. This book has such amazing things in it. There is inspiration in this book. Speaking about personal experience, I would like to say that to be honest, I didn't get much inspiration from this book. Though I enjoyed it, I enjoyed the way he has spoken about love, death, freedom, marriage, and joy and sorrow, pain, and so many other features of life he has spoken about, and he has spoken about such in such detail and in such less words that I admired him. I admired the writers, but maybe I'm too young to find spiritualness, to find inspiration from this book. So that's why I personally didn't like the book much. But I think there is something deep meaning which I'm not able to comprehend right now. I think I'm not that much capable of finding that deep inspiration from this book, because if people of all over the world are finding inspiration from this book, then there must be something in it which I think I may not be able to observe. I have not observed it. So personally, I did not enjoy the book. I did not enjoy reading, and there can be other reason in this also, because I don't like prose poem. Though I like fiction very much, but prose poem is not my genre. I didn't understand prose poems, and I didn't enjoy. There is no rhythm. There is no lyric quality in prose poems. So that's why I never enjoyed prose poems. Maybe that can be the reason. That's why I didn't enjoy this book. Otherwise, I think this book is not very costly. It's just of 99 rupees. So you can go for it. At least give it a try. Maybe you find something which I was not able to find it. And if you find such things, please mention in the comments that you didn't find such and such things, and that can be a helpful thing for me. This much all in this lecture. So thank you very much for joining the lecture. If you find the video something giving, so then please give us like, share and comment on the video, and please subscribe the channel for further such updates. This was all in this lecture. Thank you very much for joining the lecture, and